Alright, I've made a change to my fully responsive fire style. This was at a request. So this one's not on the library yet. I'll eventually get it there. The one on the library, the speed of the flame responds to the angle of the blade. But now I've added in where the blade actually, in addition to the speed of the flame, you can actually have it extinguished slightly. So when the blade is pointing straight up, it'll be the fastest speed. But then as you move it towards pointing down, it'll slow the flame, but in addition it'll actually also reduce the flame size. So it starts to shrink until it's straight down, and that's just the setting for the smallest of the flames. But it'll slow the flame when it's straight down, and it'll change the size of the flame now, so as if it was, kind of almost extinguishing because it's pointing downward. But it's using fully responsive, so the blade angle, any subtle change in that blade angle will change the size of that blade and the speed. So you can go just slowly turning up, and that extinguish goes away once you get towards the horizontal line. And then as you move it straight up, it'll pick up, and because it's picking up speed, it gets brighter because it's more intense the faster it goes. So you'll also notice, hopefully the camera's picking it up, but it actually gets a lot brighter when you have it straight up because of that speed moving quicker. But then as I move it horizontal, start to move it down. So that's the kind of a modification to fully responsive flame. And then of course we've got all your effects. So you've got your responsive blast, where that blast location will go based on the angle. You got clash, same thing, the clash location is based on the angle of the blade. You get the responsive lockup. So that lockup section is going to move as you move your blade. And then we do have the lightning block. And then since it's fire, obviously we can do melt. So you can heat up and cool down that surface. So just a different use for the fully responsive controls with a flame. So this one's not on the library yet. Probably won't get around to this till after alpha and beta is done. I've just got a lot on my plate, but I was playing around with this because somebody asked about it. So, and I do have one more actually. So taking that concept, I've added a second control on this one. So this has the same effect where fastest is pointing up, but now just for fun, I actually gave you the control to actually shrink the size of the flame by turning your hilt. So if you turn your hilt almost as if you were dialing down the pilot light, you can shrink that flame. And then by turning it back, and because it's fully responsive, it'll respond to that full 360 turn. So it's got an area where it's going to stay full, and then once you turn it back the other direction, you can actually shrink it. And this one's only set to go to about that spot, and then it'll actually start going back up. But just another fun use of the responsive controls. So you can do, a lot more than just the effects. You can actually control what's happening on the blade in real time. And then this one does, if you, as you turn down, it also will still slow that blade down. So because I can control the size of it with twisting, I can actually still lengthen it and decrease it. It's a little hard at this angle for my wrist, but I can turn it to increase the size of that flame just using that turning of the hilt. So it gives you just a lot of control over what's happening on your blade. So just some more fun effects coming for OS4. So hope you enjoy.